Morning, students. So in the previous class we have discussed about natural vibrations, damped vibrations, forced vibrations and resonance, and also we have discussed about some examples of natural vibrations. So in today's class we'll start from the seventh example of natural vibration. So recalling the previous class, natural vibration means the periodic vibration of a body in absence of any external force is called natural vibrations. Now suppose you have a rubber band, okay, and you have stretched this rubber band with your hands. Okay. Now if you plucked this rubber band once, plucked means if you stretch one, then release it, then what will happen? It will start vibrating with its natural frequency. Okay, suppose you have a rubber or a string. Now if you plucked in the middle, okay, then it will vibrate but in one loop as shown in this figure. Okay, it will vibrate but in one loop, and then the frequency is called principal note. Okay, so you have calculation of principal note in the higher classes in class 11. And suppose the length of this rubber band or the string is suppose 60 meter. Now if you plug this rubber band in 1/4 length, that means in 25 meter in either side. Okay, if you plugged here, then it will start vibrating in two loops, not one loop but in two loops, and that is called, then the frequency is called first subsidiary frequency. Okay, and its frequency is 2f, double of natural frequency, double of principal note. Now if you plucked it, that means if you stretch and release it in 1/6 length, okay, in 10 meter length, then what will happen? Then again it will oscillate or vibrate but in three loops, okay, as shown in third figure C. Okay, and then it is called second subsidiary frequency, and then its frequency will be 3f. Okay, it is called subsidiary frequency. So you have calculation of first principal note, first subsidiary frequency, and second subsidiary frequency in higher classes. So in class 10 you don't have any calculation. So remember, the frequency of principal note is only f, frequency of first subsidiary frequency is 2f, and frequency of second subsidiary frequency is 3f. Okay, now nature of natural vibrations. So as you know that natural vibration means vibration without any external force. So without any external force means it will continue to vibrate. Okay, so that means its amplitude will not decrease. Okay, because since there is no external force, so that means its amplitude will not decrease, and its frequency also, it will also remain same. So this is the displacement time graph of, this is the displacement time of graph of for natural frequency, natural vibration or free vibration. So as you can see that the amplitude is same. Okay, in all the cases the amplitude is same, that they have same height, and the frequency is also same. Okay, so the distance between two consecutive waves is same. Okay, so frequency is also same. Now remember one thing, natural vibration, it does not mean that it has no force acting on it. Okay, obviously some force is acting on this. When a body is vibrating with its natural frequency, then also some force is also acting on it. Suppose you have a pendulum. Okay, so suppose this pendulum is oscillating in vacuum. Okay, vacuum means there is no external force, so that means it is vibrating with, it is oscillating with its natural frequency, then also it has a force acting on it, and that force is called restoring force. Look, this bob is suspended with a thread or string, correct, So this is a thread or string, and again it is connected with a fixed end. Okay, so this is the fixed end. So when this bob or string would go forward, so this thread or string, it will try to pull it in backward direction, correct? And when this bob will go backward in this direction, then also this string will try to pull it in opposite direction. Okay, so that means when the body is vibrating with its natural frequency, then also a force is acting on it. Okay, and that force is not external force. So who is applying this force? The string is applying this force, and this string is actually part of the internal system. So this bob, this string, and this fixed end, they are also called, they are combined called what? They are combined called uh, simple pendulum. Okay, so they are combined called simple pendulum. So this force is applied by an internal agent. Okay, so that and this force is called restoring force. Okay. Now next topic is damped vibration. So we have already discussed damped vibration means vibrations of decreasing amplitude in nature in presence of a resistive force. Okay, so see the same pendulum when it is oscillating in earth or in presence of some atmosphere or in air, what will happen when it will go forward? So there is air molecule. Air molecule will resist it. So it will, the air molecules, they will apply force in which direction? Opposite direction. When it will go right side, the air molecules, it will try to resist its motion. Okay, and it will apply force, external force, in opposite direction. So when it will, when it will go left side, okay, so again there is air molecules, and the air molecules will apply force in opposite direction again. So since the force applied by an external agent, so that's why it is called damped vibration. And remember, in damped vibration also, the restoring force is also working in damped vibration, because so restoring force will always work. Okay, whether it is damped vibration, forced vibration, or natural vibration, restoring force will always work. Okay, so it is because it is the internal force. So in damped vibration, an external force is acting. Okay, and this external force is actually resistive in nature. So here in this pendulum, which force is who is applying force? This air molecules. Okay, so this frictional force between air molecules are, and the pendulum or the bob is acting here. Okay, so this is the damped vibration. So in damped vibration, so after a few time, what will happen? So this pendulum is oscillating. So its amplitude will decrease. Okay, its amplitude will decrease, and after few time it will come to rest. So this is the displacement time graph for the damped vibration. Okay, so in x-axis we have plotted time, and y-axis we have plotted displacement. So you can clearly see that initially amplitude was maximum. The amplitude is decreasing in nature. Okay, and after few time the amplitude will become 0. Correct. So this is the displacement time graph for damped vibration. So this two graphs comes often in your exam. Okay, so practice these two graphs. Okay, displacement time graph for natural vibration and displacement time graph for damped vibration. It is decreasing in nature. And so so there are few examples of damped vibration. First example is when a slim branch of tree is pulled and released. Okay, it makes damped vibration. A tuning fork, when stuck with a rubber pad, executes damped vibration. Simple pendulum oscillating air execute damped vibration. Remember one thing, I forgot to tell you, all the examples of natural vibrations here, all the examples of natural, they are not actually ideal examples, because if you take any example, the seventh example, a string is vibrating. Okay, string is stretched and then it is vibrating. Okay, so this is not ideal case of natural vibration, because air molecules are also present here. Okay, so due to the air molecules, there will be some so they will offer some resistance also. So that means resistive force will also work here. So this is not ideal case of natural vibration. Okay, so there are few more examples. When air column of a flute, or when a string of instrument like sitar. So when you playing the string of instrument to sitar sonometer also, then also there are air molecules, so they will offer some resistance also. They are actually not ideal case of natural vibrations. Yeah. So remember two or three examples of damped vibration. Now difference between natural vibration and damped vibration. So obviously in natural vibration, amplitude remains same, but in damped vibration amplitude decreases. Okay, so there is no loss of energy in case of natural vibration, but there is loss of energy in case of damped vibration. Okay, so what the energy losses, the energy, okay, or energy lost in terms of energy dissipates in the form of heat energy. So why energy loss due to the energy loss due to the resistive force offered by friction and other kinds of resistive forces. The third point is that no external force acts on the vibrating body. The vibrations are only under the restoring force. Okay, so only internal force are acting in case of natural vibration. So in damped vibration, restoring force is already there, but in damped vibration there is one more wave force, that is external force. And the fourth point is the frequency of vibration depends on the size and shape of the body. um, and in case of damped vibration, the frequency of vibration is less than the natural frequency. The decrease in frequency depends on the damping force. Okay, so one point I forgot to mention is that, so suppose a pendulum is oscillating. Okay, so if its velocity is greater, then the resistive force, that means force offered by the air molecules, will be large. Okay, and if its velocity will be is small, then the resistive force will be also small, because you know that force is equals to mass into acceleration, and acceleration means velocity by time. So you can write that f, okay, m into, in place of a you can write that v by t. So that means external force is proportional to velocity. Okay, because mass of this bob is constant. Okay, so external force is proportional to velocity. If the velocity of this bob or this pendulum is high, then the external force will be large. Okay,